games with the dome. So look, Colin Kaepernick is all over the news right now. ESPN, Fox Sports, every YouTube sports channel, Twitter, Facebook, etc., etc. Because he is not on the team right now, and a lot of people feel that the NFL has blackballed Colin Kaepernick, which could very well be the case. Let me say that I'm all for people exercising their rights. In the NFL, there is no mandate stating that you must stand and for the flag, for the national anthem, etc. The NBA and there are other sports who do mandate this, but the NFL don't. They encourage you to, which is the same thing as saying you need to get up and abide by these unwritten rules. So let's look at it like this. We know that there's always racial components to professional sports, just like corporate America. And the NFL is a billion-dollar business, first and foremost. It's about economics as well as culture. You know what I'm saying? So Colin Kaepernick kneeling and doing what he did going against the grain cost the 49ers money and the NFL money. He was on the job. So now let's look at it like this. A lot of us have 9-to-5 jobs, right? Unless you're your own boss, have your own company, you clock in. So during those 6 to 8 hours a day that you work, or however many hours you work, you follow the protocol of that company for the most part. And so Kaepernick was protesting, right? Well, at most companies, it doesn't say you can't protest in writing, right? But you know you can't protest at work. During 9 to 5 hours, you have a responsibility to do your job and to not do anything to embarrass the company you work for, to cause the company money, to cause the company any kind of shame, embarrassment, or pressure, or anything like that. You cannot do that in corporate America. And the NFL is a company. The NBA is a company. They have presidents, they have boards. We look at it as just a sport. It's bigger than just a sport. It's a Fortune 500 company. And right now, most of you guys can't go to work tomorrow and protest. You can't go to work tomorrow and do what's on your job description. Now, you can protest because it's not in writing, but they might fire you. They might suspend you. They might reprimand you. These things might happen. So by Colin Kaepernick doing what he did, he put the organization in a position to do what they did. He put the NFL in a situation to do what they did. I'm not saying that's right. I want that brother to get a job. Again, I'm a Capper. 20 plus years in the bond. I want this man to work. He's better than probably 80% of the backups in the NFL and probably better than 15-20% of the starters when focused. We get that. But the reality is, anywhere he go right now, potentially, there's backlash. Backlash means we lose money. Bad press. CNN, Fox, NBC, all these other outlets at every game, because they want to bring these other components in about the patriotism, the soldiers. They want to interview soldiers coming out the games, want to tick them off, because there are some soldiers who felt very disrespected, black and white, by him not representing the flag, respecting the flag. So we know American history is complicated. We know systematic racism, slavery, all of this kind of stuff. Like we understand all of those things, and I know sometimes we bring that into these conversations. I'm only looking at it as business right now. They're blackballing Cap because he's bad for business. That's why they're doing it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's not BS. I'm saying I understand how companies work. Outside of the dome, I'm the business manager at the company I work at. Business is not always pretty. Business can be frustrating. But at the end of the day, the businesses want to make money. And if you go to work tomorrow and you start making your boss lose money, guess what? You're gonna be working somewhere else. That's what's gonna happen. So yeah, this is deep. There's a lot of layers to this. There's a lot of angles we can look at with the good old boy system on the NFL and how they've allowed certain guys who have all kind of charges to remain in the NFL. We know it's not fair in that regard. I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of business. But man, what do you guys think, man? I mean, NFL, my Cowboys play tonight. NFL is starting to, go into full throttle. You know, camp started. You know, preseason type activities and things of that nature. It's about to be on, man, and it looks as if, the Ravens would have been ideal place. Baltimore's definitely had its challenges with police brutality and things of that nature, but I know Ozzie was trying to get Cap there. The president not feeling it. Pete Carroll had made a couple of comments at Seattle that didn't matriculate into anything, and unfortunately, man, I think Cap might not be playing this year. But again, you gotta look at it. There's a lot of different angles to this, a lot of facets. I kind of wish Cap would have waited till the season was up, started his foundation, went to Congress if need be, do all his stuff off the clock. When you own the clock at work, it makes things more dicey, more gray areas. But that's just what I think, man. I know how the NFL can be. I know it's some BS, but I got to look at it from that standpoint of economics and business and not emotions. It's easy to show emotions in regard to this Cap situation, man. What you guys think? Peace.